Let's see.
Oh my goodness. I like this first sentence.
I love the quote. Am I the asshole for telling my brain-damaged uncle that I don't give a shit what other people put up with, and that in my house he can be polite or leave?
In my house.
My house. My uncle, 53, is a complete asshole. He is vulgar and rude. He positively delights in being as offensive as possible. My grandmother says it's from a brain injury when he was young. I have never seen proof of this. My dad, 50, has put up with it his whole life. When I asked him about it, he says that it's just the way his brother is and always has been. My mom basically banned him from our house when I was growing up, so I only saw him at family events, at weddings where he would say the groom looked like a, I'm not even going to say that, or that the, there you go, thank you, or that the bride looked pregnant. Thanksgiving where he would tell offensive jokes at the table, or a birthday party where he said the food tasted like shit. I, male 27, recently bought a house with my girlfriend 23. It is small and needs work, but we can afford it with a lot of help from our family and the bank. We had a housewarming this weekend and had a barbecue. It was the first time we could host a big group as I only had a bachelor apartment and my girlfriend lived with her dad. My dad invited my uncle. I did not. My uncle shows up and starts being himself. He starts calling my house a shithole and asks my girlfriend why she's with a loser like me. I asked him to come out to the front yard to talk for a second, and I read him the riot act. I do not give a shit what other people have coddled him his whole life. If he cannot be civil, then he is welcome to get the fuck out. I was not quiet. I'm pretty sure everyone in my backyard could hear me telling him to behave like a fucking civilized adult. He left, but spent the rest of the day texting everyone there, including his mom, my grandmother, and saying that it's not his fault that I overreacted to his behavior. It put a damper on the party. His family are kind of on his side, but my mom's family and my friends are backing me. Am I the asshole?
No, not even at all.
No.
It's crazy to think that you think, I mean, I guess if you have one side of your family saying like, what the hell, you know how he is, I guess you could like question it, but like, no, dude, he's in your house.
I'm not questioning it.
You're getting a gun. I know what you're doing.
No, I'm not. First, you're not talking to me like that in my house. It's just
for real.
I don't understand that. I hate that when people come into your house and just act like they can tell you what to do and shit. Like, what the fuck do you think this is? Like that right there wouldn't happen. I wouldn't get a gun. I would have told him before he went in the house. Like, if you here to chill and have fun with all of us, yeah. But if you not, you here to be an asshole and shit and act like you got all your shit together. I probably have to tell him how I really feel. I'd be like, bro, you about to talk about my house and you don't even live in a house. Like, I hope you die. But you know, that's just me. Everybody's different.
Tell him, right?
I agree for the most part.
Yeah. I feel like it's just that's kind of bullshit. I hate people like that. I have an uncle that's kind of like that goes around all parties and shit like he's
can't keep his fucking mouth shut.
And then you just sitting like you act like you got your shit together. I hate when people who don't have their shit together act and then talk about people who kind of have their shit together. Like,
yeah, for real.
You should be one. You should want to be them. Like
I
that's
that.
just, you know.
Yeah, I don't have a brain damaged uncle, but I definitely have like a borderline brain damaged older relative in my family. We'll say it like that. Who definitely exhibits this type of behavior. And she, I mean, I'm about to give the game away, I guess, but like she doesn't speak English as her primary language. So she will often say shitty things about people or places that she's in or things that she notices going on around her. She'll say that shit in another language. So she thinks she's got a fucking free pass. And like, I guess she kind of does in most places, unless she's like amongst the family where she tends to say the shittiest things and most of the people understand it. And it's like, yo, what the fuck? I don't know, man. I certainly don't handle that shit well. Like if somebody were to say something like that to me, I'm just like, get the fuck out then. Like if this is what you came here for, you came here to tell me that the house that I bought as a 27-year-old man, you as a 53-year-old man can't do shit for yourself, but He's a 27-year-old man with a hot 23-year-old girlfriend. We bought a house together. I'm trying to do something with my life. You're going to come over and call it a shithole and tell my girlfriend that I'm a loser and shouldn't be with me. Get the
Yeah.
fuck out,
Goodbye.
dude. Not even a question. Beat fucking feet, you old boomer bastard.
I mean, kind of pissed
Agree.
at my dad too. Like, bro,
For inviting
you
him.
like you
That's
knew the vibes
thing.
was kind of shit.
I'd
You
give
don't
my
even like him.
I'd give my dad the pass. I'd give my dad the pass and just be like, don't ever do it again. You
Yeah,
know what he
don't
does
invite
now.
him.
You see how it is with me, how I react to it. Don't ever invite him again. Give you the pass this
Mhm.
one time, never again.
No, I agree. I feel that because he wasn't invited. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, he wasn't invited for a reason. It's your house. You get to decide who comes. I think that the question of, like, am I the asshole comes from the fact that, like, allegedly, and I'm just saying allegedly because it's in quotes, he has, like,
Brain
a brain
damage.
damage. And I do know that, brain injuries can cause changes in personality, can affect those types of things. But you have never been close to your uncle and he's rude to you. So you don't have to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's not your responsibility to take care of him. And that's that. It does suck. It does. Especially if it's hard for the uncle to like maintain friendships or relationships or whatever because of it. But that's not your responsibility. You're not obligated to put up with it. I would never. I hate when people are rude to me. Goodbye. In your own house? Absolutely not.
100%, man. There's no reason
Especially
that
for like
she should
no
have to like take
reason
the
though.
scope, man.
Yeah.
It's because some people are only happy when they have some bullshit to say. They can't say anything
Some
positive.
people are miserable
They only know
and
how
they
to engage while being
share misery.
miserable.
Yep, and they're, like, addicted to it. I genuinely feel like people become, like, addicted to being, like, depressed and miserable, and so then when they see other people, all they can talk about is things that are gonna be, like, miserable and depressing and rude and tear you down. And some people are so, like, in that mind space that they really can't talk about anything else. That's all they can talk about.
Yeah.
Some
And
people are
they
like that.
hate when you have success and shine. It just
Yeah,
really
they
pisses
find
them off.
anything to say about you.
So this
Yeah.
person is totally not the asshole, not
But
even
Not
like
the
a
I
asshole
really.
will
even a
say
little.
this though: if
Yeah.
there is proof of the uncle being brain damaged, I would be
Even so.
willing to make accommodations. Meaning, if I have to go, like I would still go to family outings. Because based on
Yeah.
this, me personally, after this, I don't want to see you ever again. Like you're dead to me. Like
Mm.
I don't give a fuck about you. But if you do have brain damage, I would be willing to make accommodations because it could be some crazy shit. Some
Mm,
people, and maybe
What
you
do you
really
mean by
can't.
accommodations? That
Like, see him
accommodations in
out
this
at, like,
case.
Christmas dinner at grandma's house or
I
whatever.
Okay.
would. I just want
Okay.
to
Yeah.
invite them, like,
You just wouldn't invite
But
him
you
to your
can't come to
house.
my
Okay.
house. Yeah.
like
Got it.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not cutting the dude out of your life entirely, but he's certainly not invited back to your house after the way he behaved.
Mhm.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'll see you at
Because
grandma's house.
I'm not even good in those type of situations.
Mm. Somebody's yelling at me. Ugh.
Yeah, like I automatically like kind of shut down and just go right into being an ass. It's like, well, why are you even yelling at
Mm.
me? I've done nothing to you. I
For
do not
what?
do anything to anybody. So
I
you know what?
kind of
Fuck
wish.
you.
I mean, this kid sounds like he really went like off the deep end, like yelling at his uncle and stuff out
Yeah,
in the
he
front
does
yard,
sound like he
Wow.
kinda flipped out.
which
He
was
said he
sick.
would read him the riot act. I don't know what that means. That's
I
kind of
think
like
that's like
is that a
a
white saying?
Like
I
an
was gonna say it
expression to
feels
be
like
like,
a white man term, yeah, like, "I'm gonna read you the riot act," doesn't it?
Like I don't know. I don't
It's
know
like
what
when they're
that
like,
means.
"Okay, pal." You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
so he definitely expressed himself with his words. I just wish
Mm.
he would have gone like another half step and be like, you want to fucking cry brain damage all the goddamn time? Let me give you some brain damage to cry about,
Oof.
you old fuck. And grab the
Uno
hammer and just
reverse.
pop, pop, right in the side of your old big man, fucking old man head.
I
That's
don't
right.
condone violence.
It's not against a senior though, because he's only 53. So it's actually not that big of a deal. It's basically just assault on some dude who arguably might have already assaulted and batteried you like 10 minutes ago in your backyard. Pop
Maybe.
pop.
Yeah, verbally.
Don't you only get one of those being able to hit somebody in the head with a hammer. Don't do it to somebody that's already brain damaged.
What do you
What do you mean you
mean?
only
Get
get one
one.
of those?
First of all, why
Well,
would you want more
like
than
self
one if you
defense.
don't get one? It's not given to you like a
It's
card.
like
Get out
I
of
feel like
jail
it's self
free.
defense. It's gonna be that one moment where you have definite self defense, and all you see is a
How?
hammer.
You're just carrying around a hammer, then it's not going to be
Oh
considered
man,
self-defense. They're
how
going to
is it
say
not?
that was some
It's just like
premeditated
right there.
shit.
I just seen it. He hit me first. Oh my! I thought I
I
was gonna
grabbed the
die,
hammer.
and then it was over.
Do you
Rolled
spend
off.
Rayshawn,
time in
something's going to
places
happen.
where there are a
Huh?
lot of loose? Do you spend time in places where there are a lot of loose hammers?
Just hanging
Yeah,
Like
around.
hanging out?
I got about 5 of them in my room and 2 in my car.
In all
Oh,
seriousness, a hammer. So
I feel like
I
a
was
hammer is a good
a
weapon.
great weapon. So as a woman, okay, when I first moved into the house by myself, I was like, I need something for self-defense. And I have a hammer. And actually at one point someone broke into my house and I don't really want to go into the deets because it was not great. And so I slept with a hammer under my pillow every night for like 6 months until I felt like a bit more secure. And I still keep it in my bedroom. I have a hammer. I could fuck someone up with a hammer. Way more than like a knife. Like somebody could overpower me easily and take a knife away from me. Or like a bat. There's not a lot of swing room for a bat. I don't feel like I could get the momentum. But like even if I was hiding under the bed and somebody came up, I could
Take their
fucking get
ankles out.
oh my god, right in the
and then
shin.
it
Yes.
depends on which side you use of the
You
hammer.
can use
You
the
want to be
claw
nice,
side.
or you
For
try to be
real.
evil. You want to be evil that day.
Hammers are where it's at. I actually genuinely think every woman should have a hammer for self-defense. Honest to God. It's a great
And then
tool.
every part of their body they try to like guard with, about to
You
get
getting
fucked up.
battered.
Like,
Yes.
then if you get
For
on top of
real.
them and ground and pound, it's over.
Mm.
You got to sit there with the police come and be like, self-defense.
That was the one I was allowed, guys. Rayshawn told me I'm allowed one. Here it is.
this
Cashing it
segment
in.
this segment of the advice pod is gonna get pulled and clipped and brought before like a court
Court.
when
Yeah.
you
We
guys
don't
get
condone
arrested for your
violence.
first and or second hammer offenses and be like, this person obviously has a long premeditated track record of just wanting
Just
to pummel
saying.
people with hammers. And we got the tape, Your Honor. Roll it back. Roll that shit back.
I think
Don't
it's
have the
better.
same kind of swing space with the bat, but I can get up
I
in there with a hammer.
don't.
I can fuck you up. That's Kelly.
That's true.
That's Kelly.
You can
All
get
right,
a
well,
hammer anywhere.
not the asshole. You can get a hammer at the hardware store. And I feel like that's all very valuable, excellent advice.
Excellent.
And it's easier to hide. You can't really hide it back. Oh man, I'm telling you. And then if you get one good hit off their head, you already know they done. You don't even got to do it again. Like bang. If you get up from that, he a monster. You need to run.
Yeah, you gotta run real fast. That's true. Take the hammer with you because you don't want him to have it, you know? Oh, God. Very true. I think that, you know what, Rachel, I'm so glad you're on Team Hammer also because I just think it's overall just great. Everyone should have one.
Hammers.
I think, yeah.
Hammers.
1, 2,
time.
3. Hammers.
Hammers.
That's all I
I
gotta
think
do.
they should teach a fighting style with the. Well, that'd be amazing. Let's just go to the next one.